The world map, look at the moon, vibes of cosmos. So, how to travel to Hyperborea? This circle here is the Antarctica Treaty. And we zoom in. Hyperborea, we all know it's in the middle between this parts of the world, between Canada, Alaska, Northern Europe, Greenland, and Northern Russia. So this is Hyperborea, and this is what we call the North. As you can see, there's 4 continents, quite big. So how do you travel to Hyperborea? Well, it depends where you want to go from. The easiest would be to go, before saying anything, all this area here is military protected. So I am a civilian, I am a Mr. Nobody in my corner. I don't have any power over the military, so if you have any stuff like that, then let me know. So I guess the easiest way would be to go from, I don't know, maybe Iceland. So Iceland is here. So from Iceland, which is a country that's part of Europe, it's part of the European Economic Area, in a straight line over the ocean. So Iceland is a well-known place. So in a straight line from Iceland, you get to this island of Hyperborea. If not, then from Russia. All this area here is Russia. Sami, Karelia, Komi, Yamalia, Tamuria, everything here is Russia. So in case you're in Russia, you know how Russia is right now banned in the world. But from Russia, it's super easy to go in a straight line. But I guess that all this is like military protected as well. Now, if you want to go from Greenland, unfortunately, the Ortit and Kakortk are on this side. So on the other side of the continent of Greenland, it's easy to go in a straight line, but there's no people here, right? Alaska, which was part of Russia before, now it's part of the USA. So the thing is, Anchorage and Fairbanks and Barrow are on this side. So on the other side, there's nothing. This is Devon. So you have Devon and Cornwallis and Bathurst and Victoria, Mackenzie Islands. I guess if you're on those islands, it's super easy to go in a straight line. If not, then from Canada. But the thing is, Canada, look at Prince George and Prince Rupert, Edmonton are here. So, well, Repulse Bay is here. So you put that on the other side. You have Inuvik here. So I guess from Inuvik, from Canada, the border between Canada and Alaska, go in a straight line. So those are your options. From Northern Europe as well. But the thing is, Northern Europe is here. So Newfoundland, and this is like... this is the USA. Where was I? This year. Northern Europe. So Svalbard, as you can see here, we have Norway and Sweden and Finland, and this is the island of Svalbard. Svalbard is the last inhabited area by Europeans, right? So it's closer to Hyperborea than Iceland. It belongs to Norway, this island here. So if you're from, the thing is, from Svalbard, there's like a gate there which says the end of the world, and you're not allowed to go in a straight line over the ocean by air or like airplane or ship in a straight line. So beats me. You have to tell me, because you're more intelligent than I am, why from Svalbard, which belongs to Norway, you're not allowed as a civilian to go in a straight line to Hyperborea. So I guess the easiest would be to go from Russia, but we're not in Russia, and we don't even know the military here. The easiest after Russia is Svalbard, which belongs to Norway, and Iceland. Because Greenland, north of Canada, Alaska, those are like areas which are totally off limits for a common mortal. Now, if you manage to go from Iceland or Svalbard to Hyperborea, and I don't even know if the weather here, it's only cold and icy until a certain area, and then the good weather starts, like it says in the ancient texts, where you go to an area where like the sun is like 25-30 degrees Celsius temperature, and it's awesome. These islands here, so the closest islands, I mean, if you go from Greenland or from Canada or from Russia, and you have like so the close islands are Elef and Amund. I don't even know if there's somebody living on islands of Elef and Amund. The Baffin Bay from Greenland, the East Siberian Sea, the Laptev Sea, the Kara Sea. We have here a crater in the water, and the Barents Sea. But then again, there's a place here called El Semer. I wonder if that's the name of this continent, because these other 3 continents, they have no name. By all means, they're big. So look at the size of Iceland. So all these 4 are bigger than Iceland. Look at the size of the UK. and Scotland and Ireland. So pretty much they're bigger than the UK, Scotland, well, the UK, which is the UK and the Republic of Ireland. See here, it's also very important to see, if you look at Europe, all of west of Europe is pretty much like the size of, let's say, so if you take all of West Europe, well, not all of West Europe, let's take all of Europe, right? All of Europe until Ukraine, it's pretty much like the whole of Hyperborea. Awesome. But Europe is very far away. So Hyperborea, what else can we say? There are some islands that have no names, as you can see here. So these islands, small islands here, no names, so we don't know what they are. Now, the closest point, the thing is, Russia is the closest one because, for example, from Norilsk and Tiksi, and Norilsk, if you want to go from the closest points, I guess Tiksi would be the closest point because it's all on the shores, and you just go to Hyperborea. Because the other places where you have like these red dots mean like cities or towns. They're from Alaska and Canada, they're too far away. Greenland, it's on the other side of Greenland, so no way. So yeah, number one is Tiksi from the north of Russia. And number two is Pyramiden in Svalbard, which belongs to Norway, because Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, is very far away, like almost double distance. So either from Tiksi if you're Russian, because only if you're Russian, because if you're not, then it's impossible, or from Svalbard if you're from Norway or any other part of Europe. But then again, so is it allowed to go in a straight line from Svalbard with your ship across the sea? What sea is the White Sea? Look at this. This is the crater Arago on the bottom of the White Sea. This is the White Sea. Awesome name. I like the name. You can also go from Archangel. I think it's Archangel. This is Russia as well, but it's still further away than this. So Pyramiden or Pyramiden from Svalbard, go in a straight line. Or if you have like an airplane, I don't know. But then again, me as a common mortal, there's no way I can get around the military here. So I am at your knowledge if you have a ship or an airplane or a submarine to go from Pyramiden, from Svalbard, and not be detected by the military. Because I guess we are detected by the military, right? Because everything here is the NATO and all the countries. So yeah, and what's on these continents? I don't know. There's no photos, there's no pictures. At least we know that there's continents here, and it's not just ice. And the Hyperborea, yeah. Oh yeah. Well, unfortunately for us, all this area is protected. So even if you would try to go around the coast, it's impossible because Greenland is monitored, the north of Canada and Alaska is monitored, Russia is heavily monitored, and of course Iceland and Svalbard are monitored as well by NATO and the European Union. So yeah, well, yeah, that's here. This is the place. Let's see, yeah, the north. So look at my hand here. This is Hyperborea. See where my hand is? The mouse of the hand, the mouse hand, Hyperborea. Huge continents here and lots of water. So thanks to Vibes of Cosmos. See you in the next video.